This is Pat Walker, Mission Winners, doing a video review overview of the leading major index ETFs. This is part of our routine. It's been a routine I've used for many, many years. Why? It gives us a quick overview of strength or weakness in various sectors. If we know what sectors are strong, that leads us to potential stocks that are strong. It's just a fact. It's not an opinion. Leading groups produce leading stocks. So we look for that. So we're just going to go through this. Now, this is not sorted by any rank or anything like that. Not alphabetically, just sorted. So please don't think like, oh, we're looking at the leading ETFs first. No. Here's a good proxy of the leading growth stocks in the market, the IBD 50. By the way, give you some constraints. Purple line's the 200-day. Green line's the 50-day. Blue line's the 20-day. Yellow line's the 8 EMA. These three are simple moving averages. The 8 is an EMA, exponential moving average. You can see where it lost the moving averages. The important point is this. It's in a downtrend. And this is the index of the leading stocks. Tells you, hey, things are rough. Tells you to be cautious. Continue onward. Gold, flopping around. What's the one plus about gold? High or low. But very loose bars here. Wide travel range. You got to be careful with this. Gold itself, all right? High or low below the 200-day. There's nothing really special here, okay? Just, you're not going to see, always ask yourself, would you see this setup in any chart book anywhere that said this is the kind of setup you want to look for a high probability, low risk entry? No. Junior gold miners. Junior gold. Sloppy. Has a higher low. That's the plus. It's a higher low. This was a good bar. So, but it's loose and it's aggressive. Biotechnology. Below the 200-day. Flopping around. Nothing really special there at that time. North American technology. Sloppy. Below the 200-day and the 200 days falling. Look at this. IWM. This is ugly, folks. This is why we stayed away from small cap for a while. All right? No leadership. Oil services. By the way, I want you to think about this again. This will help guide you on where to look, where to potentially find a super stock. It will also guide you on what to stay away from. Systematize. It's a big deal. Anything here? Nothing. Software. Flopping around. This was a good day on Thursday. Flopping around. Maybe it'll regain this. Below the 200-day. Eventually, these will come back, by the way. You can say, Patrick, why do you do this? I'll tell you why. Because there will be a turn in this market. When will that happen? I don't know the future. Nobody knows the future. And anybody who comes out with this crud that says this is what's going to happen, walk away because they're not. That's lame. Nobody knows the future. All we can do is get in line with what is happening and judge and act accordingly. And look for setups that can turn eventually. Strength. Look for strength. Mid-cap. Nothing there. Move on. NASDAQ 100. Flopping around. This was one of the stronger. I want you to take a note of that date right there. Okay? You see this date right here? Or March. We'll do this one. March 10th. Where was QQQ? It was over the 200-day. I want to show you now. Here's a lesson for you. On March 10th, SPY, the S&P 500, well below the 200-day. Which was stronger? There's SPY. Here's QQQ. QQQ stronger. Here's steel. This has been talking for a long time, folks. Look at that. Way back here in January, middle of January, it was lagging. Everything is relative, and you got to be cautious. Steel, trouble. Semiconductors, lost the moving averages, flopping around. No leadership. This was a leading group here. We owned this. We bought it right here. It was a leading group, but then lost its leadership. Not good. Spiders, as I pointed out earlier. Solar stocks, flopping around. Small cap, just like IWM, lagging. Oil service or oil. Is this leading? No, it's not. Aerospace, ugly. Home builders, ugly. You can see the point. There are really, and we'll continue on here, There are no safe pockets at this time. There are no signs of strength. Things to take into consideration. Oh, I have to do something. No, we don't. We wait. Continue on. Materials, nothing. Communications, nothing. Energy, starting to pick up a little bit, but folks, again, ask yourself, will you see this chart pattern in any book on successful investing? I don't say trading, I say investing. Will you see this anywhere saying this is a good setup? The answer is no, you won't. Financials, negative. Don't like to see that. Industrials, negative. Technology, even technology is rough. Eventually it will turn. It will turn. Consumer staples, folks, the consumer state, look at this. Now, this is related, much of this, of course, is related to what's going on with COVID-19. We factor that into the equation. Eventually, and I don't know when, this will pass. I'm going to show you something in a minute about the spiders. There's utilities. You know, utilities, safe haven, not so good. Healthcare. Healthcare. People got to have healthcare, right? Even it's dropping. Consumer discretionary. The consumer's gone. Metals and mining, nothing. Retail. The consumer's not buying. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. I had a phone call there I got to take. It's retail, as I was pointing out, lagging. And it just shows again that the consumer is, has checked out for a while. Software, big reversal bar down, and it's been lagging for a while too, below the moving averages. This is the 200-day. Spiders dropping. We pointed this out earlier. It's been lagging below the moving averages. And then finally, there's the Qs again. I want to show you something, though. I think this will help you, all right? You can say, this is awful, all right? And yes, this is a horrific decline. But I want to put some things in perspective for you. This is a daily chart. I'm going to show you a weekly chart. That's pretty bad, isn't it? I'm going to take it a step further, and I'm going to show you a monthly chart. And you can say, good Lord, look at this. Well, everything is relative, all right? We always have to take a look at other situations and see if there are precedents that we could utilize for controlling risk, but also looking for potential opportunities. So I'll show you this. You'll like this. This is a monthly chart. I'll stop there. Monthly chart. This is 2007 and 2008. I'd like to put something in perspective for you, and I am not minimizing this. We went from here from 339 down to 229. We've fallen 110 points on the spiders. 339 is the high. We're currently at 229. 228.90. Well, you will call it 229, okay? Fallen 110 points. Right here, in this little swoon, we peaked there at I'll just say 157, and fell all the way down to a low of 67. That's 90 points. 90 points right here over a period of time. Now, this one has done it, a pretty good drop, in a much shorter period of time. I'm in agreement. By the way, they don't have the volume bars in here, so I can't give it to you. I wish I could. I apologize. But I just wanted to point out magnitudes of movement. But I also want to stress something too. The importance, and it's what we teach, the importance of having rules and tactics to get in, to ride trends, and to get out. A lot of people talk a lot about getting in, but they don't talk about rules and tactics, time-tested rules and tactics to get out, to avoid. And again, I am not saying it's going to do here what it did here. That's forecasting. We don't forecast. When you accept the fact that you don't know the future, you can act better and clearer in the present. So looking at this right here, what do we need to do? We need to watch this, watch the action, and see if eventually it will reverse. Fell hard here and reversed. Fell here and reversed. Fell hard here and reversed. What will it do? We don't know. But here's the best part of this entire discussion. You don't need to know. We don't need to know the future. We simply have to study the chart and let the price and volume action on the we can look right here at monthly, but on the weekly and the daily charts to look for a potential turn. And again, I don't know the future. Nobody knows the future. We don't need to. Let price and volume dictate what to do. And it makes it easier for you. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. It's just something that I think is important. I mean, we covered a lot of the ETFs, and again, you can see a tremendous amount of weakness, but I hope this helps you. Just putting things in perspective that will help you build a game plan. And I thank you.